Hello, it's Liam here from Kerno Clips, and today I'm going to show you how to make a basic fox whistle. There are only a few pieces of equipment you're going to really need, installation tape being one, some sort of good, nice sharp blade, a Stanley blade advised. I'm just holding this like it is. Sandpaper, not too coarse as this, you need a bit more than this, is just to show you. 2 pieces of dry seasoned wood. I've got seasoned pine, about the size of fish fingers roughly, and some thin plastic, clear plastic, or any kind of thin plastic that will flap freely like this. And of course, some sort of adhesive glue, or even wood glue, or any sort of glue to hold it together. If you don't have any glue, it doesn't really matter. Just use plenty of insulation tape and I'll show you how to stick it together properly as I go through the video. I'm using Uhu or Yuhu, I can't remember how you say it now. It's something like that. I don't know. It's German. It's a very good glue actually. It's an all-purpose adhesive, as it says there. There you go. All-purpose adhesive. It's adhesive. I did try it with these 2 blocks further on, but I didn't have no luck with these at all. First, get one of your halves to the piece of wood, and just simply tape down one of the sides like this, and throw down a nice big piece of tape like this on one side, and keep the plastic nice and straight, and then tape it like this. I'll just tape the sides down and make sure they're sticking out the bottom and not fully stuck. Just lay the tape right across the middle like this. As it's being clear, you can't see it very well, but it'll do. Use another piece of insulation tape and get the other side, and I'm just gonna pull it nice and tight either side like this, and this is what it should look like by now. The tape securely in the middle. You can't see as it's clear. The tape is laid straight across the middle, nice and thin, and you've got about 5mm either side, 4mm either side, and it's just held nice and securely in place. And if you see the shimmer of it, possibly in the camera, I'm not really sure, of the tape. I'm just going to place 2 pieces of cardboard, or anything that's kind of the thickness of 1 layer of cardboard, which will allow a gap in the piece of wood. So I'm going to place it just like this. Then I'm going to place this piece of wood on top like this and apply pressure so I can lift the 2 pieces up. There is a large gap, so I'm not going to need that there. And just blow like that, and that is actually your whistle, but you need more of a thinner, squeaky kind of noise to add in there with it. This cardboard here, I've just figured that it's a little bit too thick, so what I've done is actually flatten the cardboard out, so the cross kind of section beams I've just popped and squeezed and rubbed, and they're not really there anymore. You can't see them at all. So I'm going to put this back together and see if it makes any difference. There should be less of a gap. Okay, now let's put this in here. You hear that? The thinner it will go, the more kind of squeak and screech noise you get. That is your actual squeak. Now, we could even try taking these 2 pieces of cardboard and actually thinning them again, but there's no point in doing that. So I'm just going to use another piece of insulation tape to stick in between and see if that just hires and raises up in between. Simply like that. 2 other pieces. And it will raise, hopefully, just enough gap to make a really high-pitched squeak. You hear that? There's hardly any squeak at all. So what I'm trying to basically show you is that the less gap you have, the more squeak. But there will come a point when it will go too far, and you just can't get a squeak because there's not enough room for the plastic to flap in between the two pieces of wood. So let's try it again and see if we get a bit more of a gap, a bit more of a squeak. There's a nice squeak there. I do like the pitch, but I'm just not so sure on it. So I'm just going to put one more piece of tape on either side to give it just a bit more elevation and see if I can get a bit more of a, well, just more of an effort of a squeak. And this is similar to tuning in a guitar, I suppose. You've got to keep applying pressure in this case and elevation, but on a guitar it's tension. There, that is the perfect tune I want right there. That really high pitched, horrible kind of squeak, I suppose. I'm going to take this section off that I just applied, and then I'm going to count the layers. I've got 3 layers of tape on both sides now. I'm simply just going to lay a piece of tape down here like this. And cut 3 sections. Like this. I'm going to overlap them to kind of make a layer. And lay this straight over that section we just placed it. And this is just neatening it up and actually making the final last tunes for the whistle. And there you go, I've just reached into my tape. There you go, and once there, and then one more time, and I shall be finished. Sorry, this is dragging out a little bit, but it did take a little while for me to get a squeak and for me to get a good pitch to give me the best chance of relating to a rabbit as I could. An Indian in distress rabbit. Now the 3 layers go on like this. They go on the side that you want it to. Turn that way, because this way is better. And there you go, in place, and both sides are in place. Now I'm going to fully wrap the tape around now to hold that piece of plastic in place so it doesn't move. So if that moves, your pitch goes, the whole thing is ruined. And there you go. This is what it should look like now. Here's just some excess plastic.